Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Conversations with the Candidates. I'm joined today by Brian Scanlan, a candidate for Cayuga County clerk who's on the Democratic and Cayuga County United lines this year. Brian, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me today.
So let's start with just an introduction. What's your background and why you decided to run for Cayuga County clerk?
Well, I'm a lifelong resident of Cayuga County. I grew up in the city of Auburn. Now reside in the town of Senate with my wife, Rebecca, of 24 years. This is where we raise our four amazing children, ages 15 to 23. My wife is a 25-year beloved elementary teacher in Southern Cayuga School District. I graduated Auburn High School, decided to continue my education here at Cayuga Community College, where I graduated with an associate's degree. From there, I was hired into the Auburn Fire Department, where I spent a 25-year career as a firefighter, working my way up the ranks to leadership roles as a lieutenant and a captain. While employed there, I served on numerous leadership roles on several boards and several committees. And I've been involved in the community in various leadership roles and volunteer experiences as well. I'm also a local small business owner and operator, so they have some of that business experience as well. I feel I've devoted my career to public service. I have a strong desire to continue that service for the residents of Cayuga County in a leadership role. I greatly understand the importance of well-run public service, and I will run that office with the utmost integrity and professionalism. This is all for the betterment of the employees of that office, so they can better serve our community.
Great. So looking at this office, Cayuga County clerk, you oversee the DMV office, among other departments within that. So what's your vision if you're elected Cayuga County clerk to kind of build on what the outgoing clerk Sue Dwyer has done for the last 20 years?
So my vision for the office is to, first and foremost, is to lead and support the employees of the county clerk's office. Once elected, I would immediately get into the office and work with the retiring clerk to create a smooth transition. I wish to continue the fine work that she has done over the 20 years she's been there and build upon that foundation. I would work with each employee in all four departments to better understand their roles and how we can improve on the effectiveness and the efficiencies. I believe the employees are the greatest asset to any well-run business. I've already begun to reach out to local attorneys to talk about how we can improve ways for the recording office, which is part of the clerk's office. Also local car dealerships that utilize the DMV services. I've also reached out to other county clerks in the state to talk about some ideas and start building a network.
Great. So building on that vision, I guess what are you outlined a lot there, but what are some of the priorities, I guess, from day one to carry out that vision? Is
to get in there and really understand all the roles of the various offices that are in the county clerk. There's four offices: the DMV, which most people see publicly, the recording office, records retention office, and the historian. Again, I would build on the networks and utilize my leadership experiences to build that office.
Looking at experience in this race, whoever the next clerk is going to be replacing someone who's been in that job for 20 years. So what types of experiences that you bring that will help you carry out these duties as county clerk?
I feel my experiences in leadership roles, leadership roles in the fire department as a lieutenant and a captain, in charge of a full shift at times and across the board in companies. Those experiences and the administrative duties that I took on there have set me up to be prepared to run an office as such.
Okay. So one of the duties of the county clerk's office, with the DMV and some of these other offices, there are some state mandates involved. So in that position, I guess, how would you deal with adjusting those and making sure that the county clerk's office can abide by those, but also advocating, on behalf of the county to address those?
So again, I would get into upon election, I would get into the clerk's office and work immediately with the retiring county clerk to understand what all those mandates are and how the office is run under her tenure. Along with that, as I stated before, reaching out to other county clerks in the state and kind of picking their brains and learning more about how they run their offices and working with them and picking ideas and going from there.
Okay. So we'll wrap up with this question, which is, what's the pitch to voters as you're going door to door, and the message that you want to convey to them about why you're the best person for this job?
I feel my leadership experience is what set me up for this position and had me ready to take on this role. As I said before, I've dedicated my life and devoted my life to public service and serving the community. I look forward to taking on a new leadership role and leading in the county and working with all the employees in the county clerk's office.
Great. Brian Scanlan, the Democratic and Cayuga County United candidate for clerk. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me today.